from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Here's Smith to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Patterson on the carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Sanders has the 1st down and much more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it, Sanders. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown. Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner. Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Sanders, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO. Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Sanders. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He completes it to Ridley. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second down and 8. On the give, running right is Howard. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 73 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw is Ryan.
Well, we talk all the time about...
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 17.